Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Sweet Vintage Moments. My name is Mandy, and we're going to be going estate sailing this morning. And so I want you to come on with me and let's see what we can find, okay? Hey guys, I just made it to the estate sale and I didn't go around the corner. I think we're gonna have to do a little walking just because there's a huge line of cars and I saw one spot, so I took it. And so I'm gonna be walking out and we'll be going and seeing what we have there. But I wanted to show you that I'm wearing one of my new Johnny Was shirts. And I think this could be my favorite so far. And what I'll do is I will link that video for you, or at least the picture of it, so you know which one to go to. So you could see the huge Johnny Was haul that I found at a previous estate sale. But I am loving this. Look at this. There's birds on it, all this fabulous embroidery. I feel like $1,000,000. And so I'm really excited, and I hope you are too, because we're going to be going estate sailing. And if I could find fabulous finds like this, who knows what we're going to find here. So cross your fingers and come with me. Hey guys, it's really beautiful out here. There's a lot of gorgeous trees. I think we're close to the water. So this might be really, really awesome. Oh yeah, I see the water down there. You guys see that? There's the water. Here we are. I think I'm going to take the detour so that we can look at the water real quick. Welcome back, everyone, to my car haul. We just finished with that fabulous estate sale. It was a beautiful location. It was on the water. I took some footage for you guys to see how beautiful it was. The house was not my favorite, but the location was amazing. And sometimes it's just about the location. I was a little disappointed in the items that were there. I was hoping for more since it was on the water, but it was a 30% off day, and a lot of the items were very expensive. There was some art that I was interested in. It was like $150 a piece, and 30% off. I'd rather do 50% off and get the best price possible. And people weren't picking up those things because they were pretty expensive. And so I did pick up a few things, and so I'll show you. I picked up a few pieces of jewelry. This here is a brooch. It says JJ on the back, right there. And I looked it up. I think it was JJ Jeanette, and it's a mixed metal brooch, like pewter and gold. And so it's adorable, and I think this would make a fabulous statement piece. I also picked up this vintage brooch. It's Monet, and it's a beautiful starfish, gold tone, perfect for the beach. And so look how fabulous that would look, especially on a coat. And then I found this. It was buried underneath a bunch of stuff. And on the back, it says Hecho en Mexico, which is made in Mexico. And this is a brutalist style mixed metal angel. It's very gorgeous. It basically has the ability to wear it as a pendant, and it also has the brooch on there. So it is multi-purpose. You could see the Made in Mexico on the back, and it's stunning. It's a large size, and it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So you can see right here how big that piece is. Definitely a statement piece. So that was all the jewelry that I got. I did see other pieces, but they were pretty pricey. So I just don't want to pick them up at such a high price. I did pick this up, Russian nesting dolls. And this one is a complete set. And it was $10, and I got it for 30% off. And the lady in there was trying to tell me it was 20, and I said no, the sticker was 10. I am not going to pay more when the sticker says 10. And so I did take it all apart. It has all the pieces, and it is hand painted and absolutely stunning. And it definitely is signed on the bottom and handmade in Russia, it says. So I'll take one apart. Eek! There's the little one in there. And they've got a bunch of different scenes on there. And this is wooden. So that was a fun find for me. I picked up a Lenox bowl, and I like Lenox Butterfly Meadow, and so I just found this bowl. It was $10 and 30% off, and it's got a butterfly motif going around it. Very simple, simplistic, good condition, and very versatile in the kitchen. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with elegant pieces, classic, all white, goes with everything. And then you've got some fun raised detail on it. And so, you know, if you're going to cook, if you're going to clean, if you're going to do, you know, anything around your house, you might as well have a fabulous time. You might as well have beautiful things so that when you look at it, it makes you smile. And then I got one additional item, and it is large. And this is the treasure houses of Britain. And it is very heavy. It is a very thick book. Not a hardcover, though. It's a soft cover. But it has a bunch of treasures in there from Britain. And so I'm excited about looking at this. I'm always trying to educate myself. Oh, it came with something inside. What does this say? The Treasure Houses of Britain, 500 Years of Private Patronage and Art Collection, a guide to the exhibit. So this must have been at a museum. It says here, November 3rd, 1985 through March 16th, 1986. So, yeah, they'll definitely be interesting to look through, read through it, and educate myself more so that I know what to pick up. I know what things are when I look at them at estate sales. It's really important to educate yourself, and so that you don't get bamboozled into buying something that you really shouldn't. And so that's it for this estate sale. And there is another estate sale that I'm interested in, but I'm not going to go until tomorrow. And it's a lot farther away. And it had a few items that I was really interested in. And I don't like going on the first day if I can avoid it, just because I don't want to pay full price if I don't have to. So I'm pretty excited about going tomorrow. Today's Friday, so tomorrow's Saturday. And we'll pick up the video there. See you then. Bye, guys. Hello, everyone. Well, I changed my mind. I actually went and looked at estatesales.net and noticed that there was another estate sale, although this one's a downsizing sale. And so that means that people are still living. They're just trying to downsize their estate. And so this is in a really nice area, very large houses, not far from the water. And so I'm curious to see what they have in here. And so I think we'll end this video with this estate sale. And then if I do go to the other estate sale that's a lot further away, then I'll do that on a separate video. So for now, come on with me and let's see what's at this downsizing estate sale. Welcome back, friends. Welcome to my car haul. I just finished with that estate sale. This is my second estate sale of the day, and they did have better prices. Even though it was 25% off today, the prices were a lot better than the last estate sale. So let me show you a few things that I did pick up. I got this crystal shell, and it is a ring holder. And it was only $2 and 25% off. And this is fabulous. I love these. I have multiple ones in my bathrooms, in the kitchen. It's a great place just to take your jewelry off, you know, especially when you're running around and you have a safe place to put it. This is also a fantastic crystal tulip, and I love these. I put these in my drawers. I use them for jewelry. I use them for hair ties. Instead of using the little plastic bins that you can get from the regular stores out there, I don't. I go and find crystal at estate sales. Beautiful pieces of crystal, all different shapes and sizes, and I use those for organizers because, like I said before, you know, why have ugly in your house to look at when you have something beautiful and eye-catching to corral all of your little valuables? So this was a great deal. It was only $3 and then 25% off. I mean, you can't beat that. Great prices. I picked up this. Normally I would not pick this up, but it was so adorable, and I actually Google Lensed it, and this is a rare item. It's a children's book, and it's also has French words in it, and it's one of those fabric books. And they said this is a collectible item, rare, and it says here, Paris. Let's see if you could see that. Paris. It also has the child's name on it that had this, which is adorable. It says Tan Hunter, 1977. So this is an older item. Again, collectible, cute. I just couldn't pass that up. I also picked up another children's book. I just thought it was cute. Not vintage. Los Gatos Black on Halloween. Just a fun little picture book. Great to read to children. And so I'll enjoy that book myself. I am a child at heart, so I picked up a couple ties. And here's one. And I didn't really care for the tie, and I'm going to have to clean it. It is Cambridge Apparel. And what I really got it for, it's a clip-on tie, is because it has this little tie tack on it. Let's see if you can see it. And I Google Lensed this. They said it also is a collectible from the Vietnam era. It's like an ROTC tie tack. And so I just couldn't pass that up. I do come from a military family. I was a military brat growing up, so I'm all about supporting the military, and you know, why not? I picked up this tie. I'm always looking for fabulous silk ties. This one is neat. Pura Seta, 100% pure silk, made in Italy. And look at that print on there. It is too fun. It's absolutely fabulous. And for men need some fun. You know, men's clothes can be quite boring. So you got to have something to dress it up. So men's accessories, I think, are critical, really. You know, poor guys don't get to have as much fun in their wardrobes. But, you know, why not look for fabulous silk ties made in Italy with fun patterns on them? And then I picked up 3 shirts for family members. And This one is Polo Ralph Lauren. You can see the little logo there. Long sleeve shirt, good condition. This one is a short sleeve shirt, which is nice in Florida to have. A nice buttery yellow color. And this one is just a Roundtree. It's not a, you know, a fancy brand. But again, when I can find these short sleeves in a nice color, good condition, then why not? 100% cotton. This one is also 100% cotton, and it's Danielle Cremu. I'm sorry, my French is terrible. My husband would laugh at me because he learned French in school. And I am a Spanish girl, so more Spanish for me. But this is a beautiful long sleeve shirt. Couldn't pass it up for family. And I also got a table runner. It was $3 and then 25% off, just white. I'll have to iron it, of course wash it, but it's nice and simple. I like clean. I like white sometimes. Sometimes I like white, sometimes I like a lot of color. So I don't know, this will be for the white mood in my home. But crispy, clean, simple. Sometimes you have to tone down the busy in your house. And then I picked up this crucifix. I couldn't pass it up. It's really nice. It was $10. It's heavy. This must be brass. It's a nice crucifix. So, yeah, I couldn't pass it up. So I think that is it. I think that's it, guys. So just so you know, that's it for this video today. I might do an estate sale tomorrow, and if so, then I'm gonna go ahead and do a separate video on that. So I'm gonna sign off for now. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, a wonderful week, a wonderful year. And so let's do more smiling, bring more joy, peace, happiness to this world, because we really need it, okay? So you guys take care, and I will see you next time. Bye.